You could accept the fact that the city is headed for a disaster of biblical proportions. What it means is Old Testament, real wrath of God type stuff. Rivers and seas boiling. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's terrible.
So good is bad and bad is good. Right? That's what they're saying. Well, no, that's what old Uncle Jeff says. So good is bad and bad is good. No, that's wrong. What do you mean that's wrong? Good is so good, so bad is not good. But if bad is not good, then that means good isn't bad, right? Well, so good is bad and bad is good. Listen, this is all very confusing to me. And I guess I need to talk a little bit more to old Uncle Jeff, because if good is bad, then that means bad is good. But you're telling me that bad isn't good, but good is still bad. Anyways, listen, we have to understand this a little bit more in more detail, because this is very confusing. Because you tell me that good is bad, and then I say, well, that means that bad is good. And you said, no, that's not right, Sam. Well, but the inverse is only the opposite is true as well. And you're telling me that it's not. Oh, man. The things that you guys come up with. I'm telling you what, the things that you guys come up with. I don't know. Anyways, broadcasting live from the soggy wet campus here at the University of Richmond. You're listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell. I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning. I want to thank everyone, of course, for joining in to the show. A shout out to people who are already in the chat. Cato is number one in terms of over here on YouTube. I have YouTube, Facebook, and X up. And those are the Sam cams. And then I have Instagram at Sam Newsman. Shout out to Mudscuffer. And should I give Mudscuffer a shout out? Just tell him to go away, Mudscuffer. Go away. No, I kid. I love you, Mudscuffer. Mudscuffer for the win. Roundhead. Who else do we have? Oh my gosh! Then we have the whole thing. Oh my gosh! Everything is going bananas. Ah! No, what happened? Oh, that's what happened. Okay, so the Instagram just went kaput. Oh no, it went kaput. That's terrible. You know, we were live on Instagram, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it goes kerplooey. Can we get it back up again? We might be able to get it back up again. Hold on. Let's see here. Can we get it back up? Let's see. No, we don't want Instagram to be anywhere. Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, they got like a whole bunch of stuff. There we go. So anyway, oh man. So that was crazy. Philip Story, Jay Lee, a whole bunch of other people, Phoenix as well. They are saying being evil is great and right, and being good is wrong and bad. So shout out to Skydro Walker, Roundhead. My gosh, listen, you ended up seeing bang, bang. So everybody's trying to be first again. So we have Mary Lewis, Helen Hoosier. I want to try to get everybody. Milk Mike, song that is anyways. I want to try. Listen, I'm not gonna sit there and have everybody. Listen, a few moments ago, what? Oh, so if they were watching, they might have seen you. Oh, well, that's ridiculous. Well, good thing that's been taken care of in the trash bin and dust bin of history. The last thing we want to do is see everybody here behind the scenes, because it'll mess everything up. Totally mess everything up. But shout out to a whole bunch of people. Like I said, Facebook, YouTube, and X. I think we got Facebook back up, or Instagram back up. Sir Philosopher in the chat. But everybody is, I think, back up and running. So here we go. Make sure you tell everybody that we are broadcasting live. We will be having Professor Deep Cut Dave coming in just about 15 15 minutes or so. But cheers to everybody out there as well. Old Uncle Jeff. I saw old Uncle Jeff pop in. Uncle Jeff, I've been asking people because I'm so confused about this, and maybe he might be able to clarify this in the Instagram chat. But I keep hearing this idea that good is bad and bad is good. But if good is bad and bad is good, but you're telling me that bad is not good, but good is bad. I'm very confused about this. Anime figure statue collector in down as well. So maybe somebody, what did somebody say? Somebody said they are saying being evil is great and right, and being good is wrong and bad. That's what somebody said. But of course, I'm wondering, because I'm looking at this front page here. Now, of course, let's get this. You guys know that every single Saturday morning I go and I grab the newspaper, the Richmond Times-Dispatch, the newspaper of record. Here we go. I have this. John McGuire confirmed the winner in the fifth. After recount, margin of victory over Good drops by 4 votes. A recount has confirmed that State Senator John McGuire defeated Representative Bob Good in the 5th Congressional District of the GOP primary, unseating the leader of the House Freedom Caucus. Good is the new bad, is what old Uncle Jeff is saying. So, is in reference to Bob Good. Are you guys familiar with the Freedom Caucus? This is the group of Republican house trolls that ended up getting rid of the used car salesman Kevin McCarthy as the Speaker of the House. No, seriously, that's what he was. Kevin McCarthy was a used car salesman. In fact, Uncle Jeff used to know him when he was a used car salesman. I think if that's correct. I mean, because right? Well, nothing says Speaker of the House more than a used car salesman, at least in 2024. Oh, my goodness. So he's won yet again. Yeah, it's right. Because what happened is that John McGuire won. John McGuire, former Navy SEAL. Is a former Navy SEAL? Once a SEAL, always a SEAL. You just can't do as many pull-ups, right? Because I know once a Marine, always a Marine. But I guess once a SEAL, always a SEAL. Like I said, you just can't do as many pull-ups, right? Maybe that's the case. But so ended up winning. And of course, the House Freedom Caucus, the former House Freedom Caucus leader, decides to say, hey, well, you know what? I'm going to sit there and challenge this and challenge that. And so again and again and again and again, we go through it. And finally, John McGuire wins again. And the guy who is leading the charge to get the used car salesman out of the Speaker of the House is now gone. Now, how about that? Yeah, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. We'll see if they can win we'll see if he can win in November. What? He's going against a woman. Oh, well, that means that she's already more qualified, right? Right? Well, unless she has to go into a boxing ring, right? She might not be more qualified for that. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Anyways, a couple of other things here real quick before we get going. Virginia will opt out of a program this year in terms of the IRS tax returns. The reason why that is, Virginia got a surplus. Now, I'm just wondering if Virginia's surplus is going to give me another tax break, a tax check. They've done this before in the past where they've given, there's like, oh, we've had all this surplus and here's a check because we took too much from you to begin with. And it's like, oh, great, thanks. That's great. And so what the government wants to do, the government wants to sit there and have you fill out this government form. And Virginia's like, nah, forget that. No. You sit there and you file it through them. Virginia's not going to get back their $1.2 billion in tax revenue. So then you can get your check. So, I mean, that's just, well, I don't know. I would prefer the check. I'd prefer the check. Yeah, no. I'm not going to sit there and file IRS directly. I'm going to do it the old school way. Right? I mean, the normal way so that Virginia can get a surplus and then I can get a check later. even though it has nothing to do, if it's nowhere close to how much I should get back, because we all know that tax is theft anyway. All right, let me stop. 10:22 here on the third day of August in the year 2024. Oh, yes. The big announcement. Oh, well, I might as well say it now. We had that little shindig, the best of Richmond. The best of Richmond. So we were up for the best of Richmond. A couple of years ago, we made the top 5, and then we didn't make the top 3. Then last year we made the top 3. We were number 3. But I can report to you right now that yes, of course, we have made the top 3 this year. Yes, that's right. I'm going to say it again. We have made the top 3 for the best morning radio show by the newspaper of record, the Richmond Times-Dispatch. That's this little one right here. This little newspaper right here. This little newspaper right here. Get that out of here. Okay, so that little newspaper right there has awarded us in the top 3. Now we do not know when and where, which of the top 3 we are. We'll find out. When is it going to find out? September the 12th. September the 12th is when we're going to find out. Thank you, old Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff says congratulations. Uncle Jeff in the top 3 for the best afternoon radio shows. Don't you have something to do with that too? Right? The producer that does this show also does that show. Listen, don't get the big head. You're not going to be able to fit out the door. So just stop it. Let's deflate that right now. Yeah, let's get that. Deflate. No, okay, so seriously, here we go. We are in the running for the best morning radio show in Richmond, Virginia. And we will find out, like I said, we will find out the placing on September the 12th. So stay tuned. I was talking in the first hour about getting a facial, right? So I was talking about getting a facial and, getting some work done and, really tighten up the skin, tighten up the felt. The felt, it's been a while. So the felt needs to get a little bit tighter around the, around the thing. Yeah. So I need to get the felt a little bit tighter. And why are you guys laughing? You guys always laugh when I talk about getting a facial. Like the fact that I can't get a facial. I can get a facial, but not that kind of facial round head. No, not that. No, I mean, no. Oh yeah, you know what? I knew it. You see, that's what you guys. That's what happened. You guys put me in this situation. I say a word, and this double entendre where all of a sudden you could take it multiple different ways. No, I mean just freshen up the face a little bit. Oh yeah, freshen up the face. Make the skin a little bit tighter. Right. No, no, I'm not going to use that. No, I'm not going to use that. Not at all. Just because Hollywood people use it doesn't mean that I'm going to use it. No, listen, I don't know if we can even say that word. And the last thing we want to do is get in the top 3 and then all of a sudden get canceled. Oh, the old Adreno. Chromium at its best. Anyways, let me stop. But yes, we made the top 3. We'll find out. Around, like I said, around the September the 12th. That's when the best of Richmond ball is. They have a ball every year, a little dance. Last year I wasn't able to go. Why I wasn't able to go is because nobody tells me anything. Uncle Jeff says that all the time. No, but the truth of the matter is that nobody tells me anything. They don't tell me anything. In fact, my producer last year ended up getting word about 20, 30 minutes before the banquet. And then he just had to roll over there. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't even go, which is why this year I am going to go. But I have to, freshen up the felt a little bit before we show up. Don't want to sit there and show up finally make my grand Richmond debut and have my felt all saggy and hanging off and, looking like hey, it's like, oh man, you've been put through the ringer. Say, well, I have been. I have been doing this since Roswell. If you could have seen how many NDAs that I used to have to sign, and that's the reason why I was able to finally get back on the radio. The NDAs expired, and here I am. I started just, hanging out on the radio again. And then we started playing Saturday morning cartoons. And then and then and it just kept on going and going and going. We are here Saturday morning, and yes, it's because of all of you. So let me just say thank you. Thank you to everyone who voted, looking right directly at the camera. Thank you for voting. We do really appreciate your votes, because if it wasn't for you and everyone who voted, we would not be in this situation. What is this situation? Setting the standard and raising the bar, the only way a real media puppet knows how to do, every single Saturday morning. And because it is Saturday morning, what we do is we play cartoon themes and we talk about all kinds of fun stuff that Saturday morning is all about. Shout out to Triple D. A couple other people saying congratulations. Terry Davis, I see. Over here, but some other people that are in there. Shout out to all of you. Thank you so much, everyone, for voting. Listen, it's because of you. And here's the really interesting part about all of this. All of you are not even here locally. The people who voted for this show, more of them are outside of the local area than inside. So we made the top 3 because we are an independently syndicated show beating the nationally corporate syndicated shows. Gonna say that again. We are an independently internet syndicated show that is beating corporate commercial syndicated shows. Don't have to really say anything more than that. People want to sit there and say, hey, well, Sam, you're just a puppet on the radio. That's right. An award-winning puppet on the radio. Now, a couple of things here. Professor Deep Cut Dave will be joining us in a few moments. We're going to be talking about the themes. This has been an incredible Saturday morning so far, and it's going to be even more incredible in just a few moments. Shout out to Mark Cosplay. I don't think I saw you. I saw you, but I forgot that you were in here. Just trying to give a shout out to everybody that I see as they come in. But yeah, so I had Professor Deep Cut Dave. He's going to come in here and talk about all things that are incredible. And then we're also going to give a SummerSlam preview. A SummerSlam preview. Now that'll be let's see here. Right, yeah, that'll be radio only. Are you familiar with radio only? Radio only means that the next couple of segments are radio only, meaning that you won't see my beautiful puppet face again until, let's say, 11:11. 11:11 is when I'll be back, and you'll see my beautiful puppet face. But the radio only segments, it'll be me with Professor Deep Cut Dave talking about all things that are incredible, that make me angry. But how do you listen to that? Well, you can go to WDCE.org, WDCE.org, or download the Live 365 app. Download the Live 365 app and search WDCE. You'll be able to listen to the cartoon themes that I'm about to play here in just a few moments and be with me and Professor Deep Cut Dave as he breaks them all down, as well as the matches tonight for SummerSlam. Like I said, follow me at Sam Newsman all over social media. And I'll be back at 11:11 here on the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real media puppet. Broadcasting live from the Soggy Wet campus here at the University of Richmond. You're listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell. I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday Morning.